Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you everyone? Welcome with a new video. This video will be about lesson 12, lesson 9, chapter 12, elapsed time. What do I mean by the elapsed time? The elapsed time, the amount of time passes from the beginning of an event to its end. So if the question is to talking about the elapsed time, you have to be caring about 3 points. The first of all, the start time, the elapsed time, and the end time. And how can I make connection between all of them? The start time plus the elapsed time give you the end time. So I can write end time is equal to start time plus elapsed time. And I can write start time is equal to end time minus elapsed time. And we can write, if the question is to find the elapsed time, you have to subtract the end time minus start time. Before talking about the first question, try to remember that 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. And if the time is written as 7 p.m., you can add 12 to make it 19. So if the time is 19, that means it's 7 p.m. And if I have the time written as 4 hours and 65 minutes, that means I can cut 60 minutes from 65 and increase the hour time by 1. It will be 5 and 6 and 5 minutes. And now everyone, let's start the first question. I'll log the problem. Dora and her brother Kyle spent 1 hour and 35 minutes doing yard work. Then they stopped for lunch at 1:20 p.m. At what time did they start doing yard work? Okay, everyone, before starting to think about this question, you have to take 3 points in your consideration. The first one, the start time. And the second one is the elapsed time. And the third one is the end time. For this question, when we read the question again, they spent 1 hour and 35 minutes doing yard work. That means the elapsed time is 1 hour. Elapsed time is 1 hour and 35 minutes. Yes. And when they stopped for lunch at 1:20 p.m., so the end time is 1:20 p.m. So what do we have to find? The required is at what time did they start? So the question is to find the start time. Start time. And to find the start time, back again to the equation talking about the start time. The start time is equal to end time minus elapsed time. So for this question, I will subtract end time, which is to 1:20 p.m., minus the elapsed time, which is 1:35 p.m. Okay, everyone, and how can I subtract? If the time come, if the time come in if the time come in p.m., I have to add 12 to the time, to the hour time. So this one will be 13:20 minus 1:35. How can I subtract? To subtract, you have to start from minutes. But how can I subtract 20 and 35? I cannot subtract 20 and 35. So I have to cut 1 hour from 13, it will be 12. And this 1 hour, it will be 60 minutes. So the time will be 80. Because 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. So when cut 1 hour from the hour time, you have to add 60 to the minute time. And then it's easy to subtract now. Now we can subtract 80 minus 35. 80 minus 35 is equal to 45. And subtract hours. To subtract hours, 12 minus 1 means 11. So 11 what? 11 a.m. So the start time is 11 a.m. Okay, everyone, let's do another question. Try another problem. Benny started riding his bike at 10:05 a.m. He stopped 23 minutes later when his friend Ruby asked him to play kickball. At what time did Benny stop riding his bike? Okay, everyone, let's make focus on the most important information here. You have to think about the start time, you have to think about the end time, you have to think about the elapsed time. When we read the question again, Ben started. So the start time is 10:05. I can write start time. Always write the most information in front of you. Start time is equal to 10:05 a.m. And he stopped 23 later. That means this is the elapsed time. Is 23 minutes. How can I find the end time? At what time did Penny stop? That means the question is to find the end time. And when back again to the connection between all of them, the end time is equal to start time plus elapsed time. So the end time is equal to start time plus elapsed time. The start time is 10:05 a.m. plus 23 minutes means no hours and 23 minutes. And the way to add minutes first and then add hours. 5 plus 23 is 28 and hours 10 plus 0 is 0. 10 and 28 minutes a.m. Yes. Let's do another question. Shiran Show. Evelyn has dance class every Saturday. It lasts 1 hour. The word lasts here means this is the elapsed time. So the elapsed time for this question is 1 hour and 15 minutes. Elapsed time is equal to 1 hour and 15 minutes. And is over. That means the word over here means it's end time. So the end time is equal to 12:45 p.m. At what time does Evelyn's dance class begin? Begin means start time. How can I find the start time, everyone? Yes. Tell me how can I make connection between all of them? Go back again to find the elapsed time. To find the elapsed time is the third one. You have to subtract the end time minus start time. No, we wanted to find the start time. So to find the start time, subtract end time minus elapsed time. The end time is 12:45 p.m. minus elapsed time is 1:15. It is so much easy to subtract. Start with minutes. So it will be 30. 40 minus 12 minus 1, it's 11. 11:30. 11:30 what? p.m. 11:30 p.m. or o.m. No, it's 11:30 a.m. Yes. Okay, everyone. Okay, everyone. Next question. What if Evelyn's dance class started? This is the started time. It's 11 a.m. Start time is equal to 11 a.m. And lasted, the word lasted means the elapsed time for 1 hour and 25 minutes. So the elapsed time is equal to 1 hour and 25 minutes. At what time would her class end? So the question is to find the end time. Always, if you wanted to find the end, you have to add. For the end time, you have to add. So add the start time, which is 11 a.m. plus 1:25. Okay. When at 11, we have to start from you minutes. Zeros plus 25 is 25 minutes, and 11 plus 1 is 12. 12, it will be p.m. After 12, it will be p.m. Okay, everyone, let's do another question. Beth got on the bus at 8:06 a.m. So this is the start time. Start time is equal to 8:06 a.m. 35 minutes later she arrived. So that means this elapsed time is equal to 35 minutes. She arrived. At what time did Beth arrive? Arrive. So this is the end time, and always add for the end time. Add start time plus elapsed time. Elapsed time, no hours, you can say 35 minutes. Add minutes to minutes, it will be 41 and 8. It's AM, so keep it as AM. Yes, another one. Lyle went fishing for 1 hour and 30 minutes. So this one, the word for here means this one is the elapsed time. So the elapsed time is 1 hour and 30 minutes until he ran out of bait at 6:40 p.m. So this is the end time. Is equal to 6:40 p.m. At what time did Lyle start? So the question is to find the start time. and to find the start, you have to subtract. Subtract the end time, which is 6:40 p.m. minus the elapsed time, which is 1:30. Now subtract minutes first. 40 minus 30 is 10, and 6 minus 1 is 5 p.m. Thank you, everyone. I hope that everyone understood the lesson. See you, inshallah, in another video. Goodbye.